Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL
game,
and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set.
So Christian may have been not worth three first-round picks.
There's no one of those kids gonna be low to draft.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Good. Jordan Brooks or McCarthy? Who the hell I'm gonna stop from running? When I get on defense, who the hell am I gonna stop? Bro, he just went to X Factor this year. He wasn't X Factor at first, and
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
What's on, Jace? Got potty?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Bobby Williams. I could develop him in the year. He already a 75. X Factor. And he was a rookie last year.
On first down.
What you want for Bobby
Get
Williams?
this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive.
99 for 99.
So if they can get him going in the passing
and I thought something else.
Should open up his running game, too.
We saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
My superstar,
an incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
I don't know.
Operating from the gun, Leonard.
He had more rushing yards than McCaffrey every year.
Picked off around the 27. He's got daylight.
I don't know.
And he takes this one back into as a touchdown.
Youngway Koo lining up.
It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said.
Yeah,
they got it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
I second that. I did it before in my prime.
In your prime. You can't do it now?
When I was 190, no, I don't play DB no more.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tex, I'm not in the mood with these speeches. I'm playing the game against HUD. So if you need something to say to me, I advise you to say it after our game is over. Oh God. Okay.
God damn. Alright, before I interrupt you, go ahead and send Bobby Williams.
I appreciate you asking me how I'm doing. That's at you first.
Field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
First and the third.
Just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last
time. No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
First and third.
Take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
That nigga's throwing line. I'll take it though.
They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Why?
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take
you're gonna get a nice quarterback with 1st and the 3rd.
For Carolina.
A quick burst there, and he
How you gonna get you a nice old quarterback?
Brings up 2nd down.
That's how you know you gonna try to cheese somebody. That's how you know you gonna try to cheese everybody.
Throw on 2nd down. Leonard. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes.
Yeah, David right now is in the meeting.
He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play.
And really, how long will Russell Wilson last? He's gonna probably retire after this.
This is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's gonna be
Russell Wilson retires and
I think they're gonna have to sit down
he retires at 38.
Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things.
I said 38.
Get back to what works.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
And Van Der Esch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his running back, Mixon. Well, that one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gurley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity,
look at Van Der Esch. He look nice.
The perimeter probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Seeing that over here.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Go ahead and send me Van Der Esch.
Gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
I was saying Brandon Jones for Metcalf. What's
They'll
up?
run here with Raymond Calais. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
I see it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You about to die. You about to die. Yep, sure it is gonna be joint.
switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I ain't getting the water if I'm drunk. Look at nigga about to be back sober in that goddamn water.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Going a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I got in the water and I drank last time I got out. I was sober. I was pissed off.
But don't underestimate the condition.
I didn't want to drink no more. I was tired as hell trying to swim.
Dictating things, staying on the field, and keep.
And he is into the end zone for
what you want, Joe?
Touchdown. Todd Gurley.
I know something you want. Come on.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
That's good, Joe.
Throwing on first down, Leonard. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Panthers.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jermaine.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively.
What Cam got on the trade block?
That little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out.
Cam, what you trading over there?
What league?
GDP.
I have some wide receivers.
Off play action. Leonard. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
I got right.
And that will be incomplete. Leonard's trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
I take Metcalf. What you trying to say?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Leonard. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
McCaffrey.
Excellent play there on 3rd
Which
down.
one?
Give him 25 yards.
And a Panther first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No,
Yeah, a person in my league showed me this new trick play out. I was like, why you showing me this? I'm like, well, since you passed the ball, you might as well use it. I'm like, all right.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Leonard, the quick slant caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Hell no.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys.
And he is in.
Because you wasn't playing no games.
Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back.
But Ryan, I still have faith in you that you can play 8 games this season.
14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14.
Oh, okay, Ryan. Let's just work on 8, and you know, take your time.
Give me a first on Campbell for Metcalf.
I got no first for Metcalf.
Send me your first next year.
We think about it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Happening Campbell right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Love. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st and 10, Leonard. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Get ready! Get ready!
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Leonard. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Leonard. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
their own 20-yard line.
I need to get some more hooping
About
shoes.
set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run with Calais. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
At the 15-yard line.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and long for Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Samuel caught left side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Panthers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
What first round pick you you ain't driving right?
throwing on first down. Leonard gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
What pick did you have for your first?
Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Oh, shit.
From the gun, Leonard. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Gurley, 42 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's been exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Leonard. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 16 yards, a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Just like that. Just like that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Love to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad he wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Leonard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Pass. Complete to
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 11 yards there. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Damn, I
and
missed
get the ball
that.
back as quickly as possible.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Leonard. Dancing to his left. He's going to take, and the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Room here to run. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Love looking to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tighten up. Check four. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, it's Calais. Always got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they run the option on second down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Complete to number 2. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Taylor's going to keep it himself. On third down, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He's taken out of bounds.
They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Forced out to his left.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Second and 2.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Mike 54. Striker, 3-3. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing. Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a fifth with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again, Leonard. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Leonard's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Leonard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that will be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 4th down, Leonard. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they take a knee.
Good game, Hug.
And they will take a knee here.